One of us. I should have came in wearing it. I'm gonna put it over my head like that Rudolph in the I don't know, whichever one that was.
Yeah,
the cartoon. Yeah, no, the cartoon one with the yeah, you can move over a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. Anyway, hey, welcome back. So here we are, the Geek Tavern boys are trying to celebrate Christmas the way Christmas should be celebrated with funny hats. Thank you, Merv. So
Hi.
I don't know how long this beard is gonna last. Inside joke. Anyway, so Christmas.
Not if you're John Mack.
It's good to see that Grizzly Adams has joined us here today.
Thank you.
Dan,
Have you been good boys, Jason?
I've been naughty and he's been nice.
I've been very nice actually this year. I've been superb. I've been more nice than you'd know. So
I know everything.
Oh, in that case, I haven't been nice.
John, I put some padding on today.
That's a
Good morning, no happy buddy. I got my grizzly, by the way. I got my, this is my spirit animal. Yeah.
That's your tribute to the movie Grizzly.
It's me.
It's my God, it's Buzz in the room.
Hey.
Anyway, so Christmas movies. Last year we did a Christmas annual special. We had some voices in the studio and some guests and everything. But this year we decided to do something a little different and just be us, as usual. So anyway, what we're going to do is talk about Christmas movies. And hopefully, even though we tend to swim and go all over the place, we hope to stay in the same pool.
We hope to stay in Christmas.
Help! Yeah, drowning already. So, Merv, why don't you lead us out then? So, go ahead.
So I hosted a screening, and it was a fantastic. I swear to God, the print was flawless. It's a 25-year-old 70mm print of Die Hard, which for a lot of people they immediately don't think of themselves. They don't go, "Ooh, Christmas." Well, wait a minute. It's set on Christmas Eve. No, it's a Christmas movie, albeit with people getting their kneecaps blown in close-up, which is great.
Which coming from Norris Green. That happens a lot.
Exactly. But I mean, Die Hard is a fantastic Christmas movie. He had a big giant bear and everything, and he was trying to get back together with the family, get home for Christmas, and hijinks happens.
Although it's not Joe Silver was one of the two producers on it. It's not my favourite Joe Silver movie, but it's held up as being the single finest thing he's ever been involved with. The single finest action movie of that era. I would disagree with that. I think it's one of the most stylish, without a doubt, possibly the most stylish American action movie ever. But and it does suffer from from sequel-itis.
Which Die Hard 2 also happened at Christmas.
It did.
At least Die Hard 3 didn't happen at Christmas.
No, it didn't.
I'm glad Die Hard 2 didn't happen at all.
Well, there is that. But and the other two movies which
did just go from one to
they had your boy though.
Franco Nero.
Franco Nero, man. I did not know who that was.
Best thing in it.
You didn't know that was Franco Nero?
No, actually, I didn't know how famous
You
he
just
was.
thought it was
You didn't know how. You didn't know.
I didn't know. No,
Franco
I didn't
Nero
know.
was.
Well, for me, I've watched Enter the Ninja.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I knew that who was Franco Nero, but I didn't see Django until our friend here, Colin, educated me.
Franco Nero was one of the biggest stars in Europe.
No, exactly. I just did not know when Die Hard the second movie came out. I did not know.
I would only say Franco Nero, in terms of being a star in Europe, was probably a few beats below Alain Delon. That's how big.
I do know who Alain Delon is.
Yep.
I know. But anyway, okay, get back to Die Hard itself. Get back to Die Hard itself. And it just, one of the things that really benefits from it is it's such a solid script.
Right.
Steven D'Souza, but also the lush this is where 70mm really showed up. The cinematography by none other than Jan de Bont.
Well, wait a minute. Now, you mentioned that. That is also the first time we see the whole flashlight and the camera move that J.J. Abrams made famous. Because remember that scene when they opened up the vault finally? Remember that scene when they finally opened up the vault? And Alan Rickman is standing there, and the black guy go, all of a sudden we got these flashlights in the lens. The whole.
That's off Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh yeah, right. Before he didn't do it. Yeah. Good one.
He's also one of the two bad guys who survives.
He does, yeah. John McTiernan.
Yeah, because he just got punched, didn't he?
Argyle punches him.
John McTiernan did a great film before Die Hard called Nomads.
Nomads is great. He got Die Hard via Predator. But Nomads was his first.
It was a great little film, Nomads.
Yeah. All right, Dad, moving on. So, what also was great about Die Hard was it was the actual career spark for Bruce Willis.
As a movie star, yeah.
That's what I mean, career spark. I mean, he did Moonlight,
he stopped being the guy from Moonlight.
Yeah, there you go.
Although he was still making.
He was still making. And there's a great intro. One of the last episodes of Moonlight. There's a scene in the background where they're outside a video store and somebody's pulling down and ripping up and jumping all over a Die Hard poster. That was very, very nice touch.
That is funny. I didn't know that. Yeah.
But
yeah, it made him a superstar.
It made him. It stopped from being like famous to who he is today, basically.
Yeah. Bonnie Bedelia, excellent.
But she's been around for a long time as well. She's been around.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
hot like a wheel, great.
Hey, great face, man. Good wife. You know, I mean, when they say about women in these action films, they're kind of more thankless roles, she had a really good part in it. And I love that punch of the guy from Breakfast Club. I love that. And they kept duplicating that or replicating it every time, right? Yeah.
Well, I think Rickman comes out as the main.
He's the star. He is the star of the film.
Yeah.
So the way the script's constructed, I like the fact that Alan Rickman and the gang they're the protagonists. Now, normally with an action movie, you get the idea of like the heroes coming in and Bruce Willis, John McClane in that movie is the antagonist.
They're getting picked off by him. You just see him every now and then. It's just a great film. It's just a great film.
That's excellent. I never actually looked at it that way. That is really an excellent way of looking at it, because it's kind of like Hang 'em High with Clint Eastwood when he goes into the house and what is his name? Lee Hurley, the old man, is waiting for him to come up the stairs. And that's the first time the movie I thought shifted, where the good guy becomes the bad guy. This old man is just waiting to be taken out and stuff, and he takes himself out. Fantastic. So no, I never thought about that.
There you go. But it never loses.
In a way,
it never loses. It never loses the kind of the Christmassy part of it, because I mean, whether it's through the music or there's I
love the last song. Where we all fly.
That's Mel Torme.
Yeah, I love that. That was
and whatnot. And I like the idea of because there's been such big explosions, and you got like filing paper flying everywhere, so it's like snow.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
We say pretty much reproduced for the end of Die Hard.
Let's talk about Die Hard too.
Well, wait. Before you move on Die Hard, though, don't forget Reginald Vell Johnson, man.
Reginald Vell Johnson.
I mean, don't forget the sidekick role, another thankless role.
He is brilliant in it.
He's phenomenal in it. And I mean, again, I think it's because Bruce Willis wasn't a star. If Bruce Willis had made, was anywhere near bigger than he was, I don't think Rickman and Vell Johnson and even Bedelia would have come out even anywhere near.
And I think that's a bit of
in that film.
Because Bruce Willis vehicle, they knew Bruce Willis.
Yeah, but no, what I meant is
everyone went to see it.
What I meant to see it. Yeah, but what I mean is that you're able to see the different layers of Willis as an actor.
Yeah,
like that scene when he's talking to Vell Johnson and he just ran over the glass and he's pulling glass out of his bloody feet and he's like, "Tell me about you, man. Why you're in that car?"
But that's down to the right. That's down to the right.
Yeah, but it's also the acting.
Yeah,
and it's also
but he gave
Vell Johnson his moment. This is what I'm trying to say. Screen time. I mean, Bruce Willis wouldn't even do that now. That's why he's not doing Expendables 3. I mean, Bruce Willis wouldn't even give screen time to people now. But then people got screen time. That's one of the great films of showing acting, and we're talking about the filmmaker style and all that. That's why I just want to say.
It's like giving screen time to Rickman, though. Rickman's got an awful lot of screen time.
Yeah, I'd say almost as equal.
Yeah, exactly. But it's because what you said. Rickman is portraying it as a protagonist in a way.
Yeah, and instead of just making the bad guy as just this throwaway, you're going to die at the end character, he gives something away.
He's three-dimensional.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily like him.
No. Oh, I liked it.
He's cool. And for me, the best, you go back to like the Bond movies or whatever, the best bad guys are the ones who are that level of cool about them, but then they go so far that as an audience member I'm going to go, well, wait a minute, I actually don't like you doing that.
Yeah, like Blofeld trying to like burn off
that's what I mean, the first when he kills the second army guy, the main.
Oh yeah,
when he kills him, just a heartless sort of.
I'm going to count.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a hard way.
But I love that moment when he realizes that the kids are on the news and they're in that picture, and I mean back to camera work, isn't it? That's just amazing. and the reveal.
Watching the audience on Sunday at the screening, I'd actually say the most what's the word? I think the most popular moment in the whole movie was the whole Ellis scene with old Hartbock, when he tries to convince. He's a friend of John McClane because he's such a slimy.
Oh man! Isn't that before Supergirl though?
Yeah, he was in Supergirl.
No, but isn't that performance before Supergirl? Do you think? Because
he was terrible. 4 years after. 4 years after.
Oh man! So he redeemed himself then.
He's fantastic. He's brilliant. He is. He's spot on. When he says like, "Show me your watch." It's a Rolex. And he pulls like this.
See, I would watch a film just with that character.
It's fantastic.
Talk about backstories. I wonder what his story.
Oh man! No, I know. Because
he leans back and goes, "I can give you to him."
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
It's just so smug.
And the way the camera just holds on him when he's like, "Shut up," and Bruce Willis telling him to shut up. He's like.
Okay, so that's Die Hard. It's still great. It hasn't aged.
No.
Well, it's always
I'm gonna go home and watch it.
Exactly. You know, it's you do it.
But for me,
because everyone had mobile phones now.
But for me,
or cellular phones, if you remember.
But for me, classic Christmas film is Trains, Planes, Automobiles.
Oh yeah.
And its sequel, Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
No sequel. It didn't need a sequel. And stuff. That film.
New title.
Trains, Planes, Automobiles.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Because that's the order. They run into the 80s.
Why do they have to correct me so much?
Because you're wrong.
Because you're wrong. Have you seen that movie where like got the Joker in it? Man-Bat. Yes. Man-Bat begins.
Planes, Trains.
It's the Tale of Man.
Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
Did we tell you about Caligula?
I wonder why. Yeah. Anyway,
that's a Christmas movie. That
should be.
Stop filming. So, Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Steve Martin, John Candy, great Christmas movie. I mean, it's about two guys trying to get home. Well, really, one guy trying to get home. That's what we discovered in the making of the movie. But it's just fantastic because who hasn't been trapped in the airport? Not me, really. But you know,
but I mean trapped. No,
I've never been in that situation where. Yeah.
Moving on.
I've been. Yeah. Anyway, it's fantastic. I mean, the film has such great heart and warmth, but I love the angst and the slow development of the appreciation of each other. I guess.
John Hughes' best movie
by far. And I can't stand John Hughes movies.
Best, but I'll say great movie from John.
What's interesting actually is that at that time in his career, it was a rarity for Steve Martin to do a movie like that because he didn't have a hand, at least a very heavy hand in the writing, and pretty much nearly everything, with the exception of say Pennies from Heaven. He'd done to that point. He either wrote on his own or co-wrote.
Yeah, he should come off the back of Roxanne.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so he'd done.
In fact, the same year.
Yeah. So I mean, fantastic movie that was. But I mean, like this. I mean, also John Candy. What is he coming off the back of? I mean, because he was doing Second City. He was SNL. But did he do Uncle Buck yet? Because John Hughes.
No, that was a year later.
All right, so all right, because John Hughes took him again, and then did Uncle Buck. All right, which is another Christmas movie.
But it's like Splash, hasn't he?
I mean, he'd already been established as a movie star.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He was dangerous. He would come off.
Armed and Dangerous.
Oh, He was. Let's say he was in. Let's say he was in the sea. Then he was in the sea of fame and everything. But so this was a great double act. Right. Yeah.
He was a huge star.
Not naming any good ones.
He played Bruce's Millions.
But that was Richard Pryor's. But either way, let's stick with what we're talking about.
I think
PTA.
I think playing PTA. At least the initials are right.
Yeah. Exactly. Thanks.
I think it sounds like because Steve Martin basically plays the straight man in the film.
He plays that's what I mean. As a result, makes him funny.
Yeah.
You know, so when he does lose it at the what's it, the car rental place, and whatnot, which is the best thing. The wrong guy.
All fucking doors in the seat.
Right.
But he does it in slow moves.
Yeah.
No. And Edie McClure, fantastic. I mean, she's great character actress and everything.
She gets the punchline.
Yeah.
You're fun. Well, I think my favorite character in the whole movie is The guy who offers them a lift in the back of the truck. Don't you mind her? She's strong. Her last baby came out sideways. Pure David Lynch. I always felt though. I always felt
David Lynch has done PlayStation.
Wow! Like would be a colossal. But I always felt as a British audience member that it reminded me, and I watched it like I recast it as I'm watching it as well. It's something that the comic strip could have done. Yeah. Easily. I could see someone like Pete Richardson in the Steve Martin role, Robbie Coltrane in the John Candy role, or whatever, you know, and with various people. Ade Emerson as that truck driver, without a doubt, easy, you know. So, yeah, I think that's quite a universal.
Yeah.
It's a great film. It's just a great
one of my favorite scenes in that is like when they wake up in the morning and he's like, "Where's your other hand? Yeah, where's your other hand? They're resting between two pillows. Those are pillows." And then not only they doing all this, but then they slowly adjust themselves. Football, yeah.
I don't like, and this is where a lot of fans will kind of shout me down for this. Is that once. You know, I'm not going to give any twists or anything like that, but once the sentiment kicks in, it then starts to get laid on quite thick. And
yeah, but that's what I actually like.
I hate it with all my heart. I'm too.
You know, I like that. I mean, the song. You like music though. The song was great, and Layla Robbins in a thankless role was perfect because that was the woman.
I think you can do it, but you don't need the music. You don't need
Steve Martin's wife.
You don't need sort of music. I know it's supposed to be touchy. Don't tell. I hate that. I hate that sort of music that reinforces how you're supposed to be thinking.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the Americans do that. It's a marketing thing, and it's just like they really push you over the edge. So yeah, sometimes they get too much. But I like it.
If it had a Get Carter type ending, I think it would
be they finally bring John Candy home.
And they get shot.
Everyone's seen it. Yeah. They finally bring John Candy home and John Candy slaughters the entire family.
Now that would have been, because, you know, it was all a ruse and it'd been plotted from the entire stuff.
Yeah, because we didn't know really what was in the trunk. We just saw him take a lot of things.
He was a serial killer.
The trunk was getting heavier and heavier. Every person they encountered, he went back.
Yeah.
Cut their heads off.
Like planes,
trains, and automatic rifles.
Yes.
I could see Colin Hyde doing that for Shivalenko.
Right now. Mine are two that we're sticking to the Lethal Weapon, obviously, but we'll probably get to that.
We'll get back to that.
Running Scared.
Running Scared. Now, this is why you watch this show. This is why you watch this show.
I have brought Running Scared up before, but not in a Christmas sort of thing.
It is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
Even though they go to Key West.
Yeah, they do. The Key West.
Because I love it how the marked difference. I'm sorry. I love it how the marked difference from Key West to when they're back in New York City. Chicago. Back to the city. It's just awesome.
It's a brilliant double act.
It's fantastic.
There was no reason why that didn't get a sequel.
2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever.
Well, nobody saw it. That's what.
Yeah, nobody saw it.
Excellent movie.
It's a great
movie.
Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal.
One of the most underrated directors of the last 35 years.
I'd say ever.
And it's such
Peter
a
Hyams.
He's still working today.
People know who Peter Hyams is.
He's still working today, but he's just
TV movies. He's
doing dross.
Yeah. He's a rarity. Somebody's got you.
He's a rarity. He's still an active director of photography of his own movies, and his movies always look great.
Yeah. And Michael McDonald's score. What about Michael McDonald's song?
The song, yeah, Sweet Freedom, which they're in the video as well. The second.
Because they're in there as well. But it has a great teaser trailer as well. A custom-made teaser trailer.
The door one, isn't it?
Yes. We get the hype jokes. Oh, right, let's start with the hype jokes already.
I
remember I went to see it. Me and my friend Rowan went to see it higher up. We went to see it. We were the only. I think we were possibly the only people in the entire screening watching it, and we laughed out loud. My favourite moment is the arrest at the beginning. They arrest Joe
Joe Pantoliano.
Joey Pants. Indeed, Joey Pants. And he's in the car and he's going, call me on car.
I can watch that. I can watch that film all the time.
Yes.
It's one of those
films for a long time.
And then when they get their pants stolen, then they gotta go out and
take a great chase on the Chicago subway.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's actually the nuns in the back.
That is actually how a car would be if it was on a real train track.
Fantastic.
Unless you watch Lethal Weapon.
Which back to Lethal Weapon? Lethal Weapon is I know you Die Hard, but Lethal Weapon is the old.
I prefer
action Christmas movie.
I do prefer
stunningly stunning. I can't say stunning.
Stunningly
stunning. Yeah.
It's so well written by Shane Black, everyone's hero.
Yeah.
So well directed by Dick Donner. It's just unbelievably well directed.
Mel Gibson
is fantastic. Danny Glover steals it.
Who was under 40 when he made a movie. How?
But he's still too old for this shit.
Danny Glover, I watched it the other night, which is quite good. But Danny Glover steals the entire. Mel is Mel, which he wasn't at that time.
No. Well, no. But he was Mel on the edge because, like, the suicidal scene.
He became Mel that we know now.
Yeah. But Danny gets not just the wire. Danny gets the looks. Of a man who's in deep shit.
Yeah.
It brings it off so well. Another great partnership. Partnership.
No, definitely. I mean, for movies, you know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As far as partnership is concerned.
Yeah, I know. And people do want to. It's like a TV show, isn't it? You've seen the first episode. What's happening next week? And it becomes like.
Well, you really enjoy the characters, you know. The only thing they didn't do. Well, the only thing they didn't do was they didn't further develop the subplot of his family, you know. Of Danny's family, because when you.
I think the problem. No, I disagree with that. I think the problem in the sequels was the family. It all got too much of the family.
Yeah,
when
you
build more story, you have to have that.
You've only got to look at the posters for Lethal Weapons. The first one's Mel and Danny. The second one's Mel, Danny.
And it's just the two.
And then you get Vito in the middle.
The third one is Joe
Pesci. Exactly.
And then you're like, stop it now. It's just there's no more.
The second one had Rene Russo, didn't it?
No.
There's one.
And
see, if you'd have made Lethal Weapon 9, it would have looked like the Expendables.
Joe Pesci was the third one?
Joe Pesci's in the second and third.
Oh, right.
So if you'd have made, if they kind of making the poster would have looked like the Expendables, and there would have been that many people.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just all. It was about Mel and Danny. That was it. And that's the way.
But
what failed with the sequels was the loss of Shane.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And Donna didn't continue to do them.
Yeah, he
done all four of them.
Yeah. But
just cash cow.
Yeah. but what I would say though is that when you say that about the family, is like Mel getting a family was really the heart of that film. You know, like the way at the end when he comes in for Christmas, the house is all fucked up, and then he's like, "Come on in." He's like, "Yeah, sure." It's like, "Can I bring somebody?" He brings his dog in, and then you just stand on the house and you get and it made me want to see another one.
I think Mel,
and I want to see Mel in that family. That's what I'm just trying to say.
I like when the car
he was adopted.
The car crashes through the window, and Gary Busey goes, "Merry Christmas!" Okay.
Gary, as always,
I'm going to keep our first Christmas geektasm, by the way. Okay. The house, the Murtaugh's house is on the actual back lot at Burbank, at the Warner Brothers lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who else lives there? Which other family lives there? And it's related to what we're talking about today.
The Griswolds.
The Griswolds! That's the The Murtaughs share their house with the Griswolds. Just for a Christmas vacation, though.
Yeah, probably.
Right. Is that your segue to Christmas Vacation?
I couldn't think of a better one, frankly. Easily, without a doubt, the highlight of the...
At least we're still in Christmas.
Vacation movies, which...
it definitely is.
It's the best by far.
I mean, the first one, of course, is great.
I was just
second one?
Second one.
No, I like European Vacation.
Oh,
sorry. It's too English.
It's too crap.
No,
It's too what?
It's a bit to me. Pig and a poke. Come on.
So I do like him when he's meeting the girls.
Yeah,
That's just
both
creepy.
around.
I can't remember.
But yeah, Christmas Vacation. Is,
Yeah, that's the classic, man. That's classic Griswold. That's classic Chevy Chase.
You got Mavis
The
Staples.
Mr. Slapstick Pratfall, man. That movie was made.
Julie
for him.
Reese Davis and Nicholas Guest.
Yes, Nicholas Guest.
Nicholas Guest as the Uber nut yuppies who live next door. And whatnot, yeah.
I love it.
That's just great. But who steals the film? Randy Quaid. Randy Quaid. It's his movie.
To be fair, Randy Quaid stole a lot of films.
Yeah, like Independence Day.
But not as many films as you. Because you downloaded illegally.
Yeah.
He said that publicly, people.
Sorry,
he said that publicly.
What did he say?
I will now go beep because that's what you'll hear 5 seconds.
I'll just edit it. But like,
Beep. It'd be like Kill Bill. Beep.
Anyway, so yeah.
Although that's a great line. There's an old episode of Moonlight where Sybil Shepherd said something to Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis looked at camera and just went, "I'll look to camera and do it," and just went, and then goes, "He should have done that."